Hi guys, this is Jessica with yafictionfreaks. I have a book review for you guys today. It is over Secret Vampire by L.J. Smith. It is part of the Night World series. It was published in 1996 by Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing Division. There is 242 pages, and like I said, it's part of the Night World series. You can check out my written review on yafictionfreaks.blogspot.com. We really need followers. We're thinking about giving away a book of Hush Hush when we reach 100 of them. So yeah, just go check that out because that's totally awesome. This book it's actually part of a bind up, and I was gonna just do like a review all at once, but it's not actually a series. It is one book. They're companions. So I actually don't know what goes on in the third one. I just know that the first one is a completely different series than the other one. It's completely different people. But so I just decided to go ahead and do a review on just the first one, The Secret Vampire. And this book got 3 out of 5 stars. Don't let that discourage you, because if you haven't been paying attention to my rating reviews, you know that, or I'll tell you, that 3 stars is an average, perfectly good book. It's not anything amazing, but it's definitely not terrible, and it's definitely worth the purchase and the read. So, The Secret Vampire takes up about that much of the bind-up. And I got this bind-up for $6 because I got it at Borders. It was like $9.99, I think, and then I had the 30% off. So $6 for 3 books, and 3 books of this is like a decent sized book. So it's definitely worth purchasing it. I'm definitely going to go out and get the other ones, even if I don't like the Daughters of Darkness or the Spellbinder one. That's included in this one. I'm definitely going to go out and get the other 2 bind-up books. Basically, I'll go ahead and read what The Secret Vampire is about for you guys. The Night World isn't a place. It's a world of vampires, witches, and shapeshifters who live in the human world by their own rules. And the first 2 rules of the Night World are simple. Never tell any human about its existence, and 2, never fall in love with a human. Spunky, sassy Poppy has always been in the best of health, until today, when she discovers that she has a rare disease and only weeks to live. James, her best friend and the coolest boy in school, is confronted with a frightening decision. He can make Poppy a vampire like him, or he can let her die. But telling Poppy about the Night World is almost as dangerous as letting her die of a human disease, for he's broken both the Night World's rules and fallen in love with her. The characters weren't too great in the Night World. They were kind of like normal, average, everyday characters. But the plot was really different. It was really good. I definitely, like I said, it's really hard to come up with some sort of unique vampire plot. Ooh. Oh. I was about to be like, man, I just gave them a spoiler, but it's called The Secret Vampire, so if you didn't catch on that there's a vampire in it, I'm sorry, you just deserve to be spoiled on that. But, so, I forget what I was saying now. Oh, it's really hard to come up with a vampire book that's really good. But this one was pretty unique. It kind of followed the same guidelines of every other vampire book, but it was done in like a unique way. L.J. Smith's pretty good about that. I read a lot of her Vampire Diaries series. I was on like I don't know. They kind of ended up getting boring for me. But the characters were, like, the main character, they kept talking about how strong she was, and I'm like, she doesn't really seem very strong because she's so, like, headstrong after this guy. She doesn't care about anything but him. She can't, like, go on without him, and that doesn't seem like a very strong person to me. The setting was a little confusing, but it definitely got the point across. I kind of liked how she didn't put too much into the setting because it left a lot for your imagination. This book, I actually bought this on accident because we had been talking to Alex Reads Books 2010. I'll put a link to his thing in the bottom bar, the down bar. Or you can check him out on our website, yafictionfreaks.blogspot.com, because he has a link there because he's part of our podcast. But he said that he absolutely loves this L.J. Smith book. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I really trust Alex in his book what he reads, and I just love Alex to death. But he said that there's a really, really good L.J. Smith book I should read more than just the Vampire Diaries ones. So I go to the bookstore and I'm like, which one did Alex tell me to get? So I'm like, I think it was this one, because I remember this chick being on his bookshelf. So I got it, and I'm like, woohoo, I got it. And I immediately texted Alex and was like, hey, guess what? I got this, and I'm so excited to read it. And he's like, dude, you got the wrong one. You were supposed to get Secret Circle by L.J. Smith. So I ended up getting Night World instead on accident, but it was still really good. So I wasn't planning on liking it very much, even though he said it was pretty good. But this is the font of the story. It's written in Garamond, I think, if that means anything to anybody. And I really, really, really like the cover of this book. I like how it has the series name written across the side, and then all the names right there. And then this girl is totally awesome. Like, she has bright green eyes, and her hair is really curly. And it's just an exact picture of what the main character in The Secret Vampire looks like. I don't know what they're going to do for the other ones, because there's only one picture and it's bind up, but it looks exactly like Poppy from The Secret Vampire. So that's my review for this evening. In case you haven't noticed, I got some more going on in my room over here. I'm really excited about it. I have a couple more things to get up, and then I'll do the room tour that I promised you guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish this bind up probably. Right now I'm in the middle of Daughters of Darkness, and then I'm probably going to go continue on with the Vampire Academy series. So put up Christmas lights in July and happy reading. Are you ready?